Hello there, very good evening to you. Thanks for joining us here on M7, My Mind Matters. My name is Paul Becque. I'm your coach this evening, and I'll be taking you around 50 minutes of 3 major exercises. We're going to be looking at breath work, we'll be looking at mindfulness, and we'll be participating in meditation. Now, this is a workshop, so you will get to experience all 3 of these tools, which is very, very important because many podcasts, I'm not knocking other podcasts, but they share information. I will share information, but I also want you to experience the information that I'm sharing with you so you have a really good understanding and you can benefit from these techniques immediately. Now, hopefully, if you enjoy them, you'll adopt these methods, these techniques, these strategies, and you can start to use them in your own life. So lots of reasons why you might want to do them. Let's just go over them very briefly. First of all, no matter which of the 3 you decide to use, breath work, maybe something new to you, maybe something you've not even heard of. It's simple as breathing, I promise you, but it's conscious breathing. It's controlled breathing, and it gives you an opportunity to calm your body down. Now, that might be calming down because you're angry. It might be calming down because you're agitated. It might be calming down because you're very anxious about something that's going on. You could have got into a row with somebody. You might have just seen something that has made you freak out. And so breathing, consciously breathing, is a really, really clever technique, a very quick technique to get you back in homeostasis, to get you really calmed down very quickly. The other beauty of it is that you can use it pretty much anywhere. Nobody even needs to know that you're doing it. Then we're going to go into mindfulness, and we do that because it's like a deeper dive, a deeper version of the breathing. We'll start with the breathing, but then we'll go into the mindfulness. And mindfulness is a great way to calm your mind down. And we do that by focusing intensely on various things, generally using our senses. We might be using our ears, our eyes, our nose, our sense of taste. But the 5 senses are a really good way for us to plug in to what's going on around us. But instead of taking everything in, we focus on one intently. And it really helps us to become completely and utterly distracted by everything else. Or I should say it's the other way around, really. We're not distracted by anything else because we're completely and utterly focused on this one important task. And then finally, we're going to meditation. I'm going to try and take the deepest dive on meditation this evening. I do swap things around because I want to make this more interesting for you. And each week, and this is every Monday at 7, hence M7, every week we cover a different aspect of these 3 tools. So tonight, for the first time, I want to go into the subconscious mind. And I'm sure that many people that are listening to this, whether you're listening to it live right now or whether you're on a recording or the podcast, I'm sure many of you will know what the subconscious mind is. I'm sure many of you will have tried to connect with your subconscious mind and even use it. It's very big in the world of manifestation. That's something that we've got to get to on a later podcast. But if it is new to you, if you're saying, I don't know anything about the subconscious mind, what is it? What's it all about? How can that help me? I will unveil all of that this evening. So the key to remember here is that this is all about participating. And I really want you to have the opportunity to take a deep dive on this. I want you to take the opportunity to participate. Bear in mind that I cannot see you. Bear in mind that I cannot hear you. So this really is in the privacy of your own environment. You've got the opportunity right here, right now, to close your eyes, participate in the mindfulness, in the meditation, and know that no one's going to be laughing at you because nobody can see you. And I'm also going to encourage you to make some noises. And when you do that, nobody can hear you. So do commit to this. And the more you commit to it, the more likely you are to engage with it. The more you engage with it, the more likely you are to experience it. And that's really what I'm trying to get across with these workshops. And these are every Monday at 7 o'clock, and they are free of charge. Now, I'll just tell you a little bit about my day job because people have been thinking that this is what I do all day long, that I help people with mindfulness, help people with meditation. I do not. I'm a success coach and a mindset trainer. And so really I help people to adopt new ways of thinking, to think above the crowd, to think in ways that will help them achieve their goals. So if you would, let's think of some good examples, like to double your income, for example, or double your time off, I'm your man. I can help you with that. But it's very important to understand that what we're doing here is a great way for you to access your mind, access your mindset, become aware of it, recognize it, and then start to regulate it. And so these are very powerful tools that really do work hand in glove with the work that I do during the day. Okay. For those of you that would like to know more, feel free to go to my website. Easy enough to go to M7, which is on engagewithsuccess.com, or of course you can scan the QR code and that'll take you straight through to the website as well. Okay, let's get started. First of all, let's close our eyes. Put your hands on top of your legs. Best to be seated, best to be sat up in a chair. If you do want to lie down, if you're very, very tired and think, I'd much rather lay down and sleep, well, you're welcome to do that as well. But the problem is you are very likely to go to sleep. And if you go to sleep, then it's very unlikely that you're going to get many benefits from this, but you might sleep soundly. So close your eyes, get comfortable. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Hold on to it for a second and let it out through your mouth. Now, it's very likely you can hear me breathing. I would encourage you to do the same thing. When you take that deep breath in, make some noise. And when you let it out, make some noise as well. So in through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on to it for 1, 2, 3, 4. And let it out for 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that for 5. Breathing in now through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on to it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let it out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in and out at your own pace now. And just see where your mind goes. Take a moment to really relax. If you do feel tense, maybe you feel tense in the shoulders, your back, take a moment to have a little wiggle and just get comfortable. You could listen to the music, see where that takes you. You might be remembering some of the events that happened throughout today. Maybe you've had a good day. Maybe you've had a bad day. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Hold on to it. And let it out. Now, as you let it out, smile. Put a big smile on your face. Because there are many muscles in the face that will then send a message to the rest of your body that you're in a pretty good mood. If you can feel good, it's got to be a great place to be. So as you breathe in through your nose, I want you to now imagine that's beautiful, clean, fresh air. And you can feel it going into your lungs and filling up your belly. And then hold on to it for a moment. And as you let it out, imagine it being the exhaust to your body. So now you're letting out dirty grey air that's been used, air that's been breathed, air that you've taken all the goodness out of. And now you're letting it out. And as you let it out, feel free to go, release any negative energy that you might have. So let's do that again, breathing in through the nose. Imagine it being beautiful, clean, fresh air. Feel your chest lifting, feel your belly filling up with that beautiful air. Hold on to it for a moment. And as you let it out, make a noise. Let out any anger, any anxiety. Let it all out. Any negativity being released. Smile on your face. And just realize right here, right now, in this very moment, everything's okay. I know there may be stuff going on at work, maybe stuff going on with your relationships, stuff going on with the kids, worrying about the bills. There's a lot going on. Maybe you've been watching the news and you're worried about all sorts of things. But right here, right now, if you found the time to sit here and spend a few minutes with this tribe, take the moment to smile and to feel really, really good. Just want to do a little shout out there for Karen. Hi, Karen. Thanks for being with us this evening. I know you've been joining us for a few weeks now. Kellen, thank you for your company. Do appreciate that. And Barry, great to see you here as well. Thank you. I think this is probably your first time, Barry. So sit back, keeping your eyes closed, hands on your legs, breathing in and breathing out at a lovely pace. Feeling really relaxed now. Now I'm going to change the pace of the breathing. We're going to go what we call dragon breath or fire breath. And we're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth very quickly, consecutively, probably about 15 times in a row. And this will pump oxygen into your body. You're going to feel very, very good after this. If you do start to feel lightheaded, it might be a new technique for you. If it does make you feel a little lightheaded, and just take the opportunity to stop. Breathe at your own pace. Are you ready? So in through the nose and out through the mouth. In fact, on this one for the dragon breath, the fire breath, just in and out through the nose, in and out through the nose. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Breathing at your own pace. Feeling rested, feeling relaxed. Let's do that once again, in through the nose and out through the mouth, out through the nose, excuse me. This is what we call dragon breath. So just breathing in and out. Imagine breathing fire out of your nose as you breathe in and out rapidly. And again, this is pumping the oxygen now into the body. 3, 2, 1. So a couple of techniques that we've used there. Keep your eyes closed while we discuss this and just breathe at your own pace. So the first breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth at a very calm pace. This is a great way to slow everything down. If you get a panic attack, if you get nervous, you get anxious, you get worried, you can feel yourself being triggered by somebody and perhaps wanting to become angry. Take a moment, if you can get away from the environment, lock yourself away in your office or in the bathroom, the loo, whatever you can get to, and just take some nice breaths. Perhaps you go for a walk. Perhaps you're able to get outside. Just take those deep breaths. And that can really help you feel much, much better. If you're about to do something important, and you want to get focused on it, let's say you've got to do a staff meeting, or perhaps you've got to go and talk to the boss. You want to get yourself energized, pumped up, excited. You don't have to go for a run. You don't have to run up and down on the spot. You can simply do the dragon breath, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. This is something you can do first thing in the morning. If you want to get yourself wound up and ready to go, a little bit of dragon breath can really help you get ready for the day. Let's just talk about the subconscious mind while we're here, while we're relaxed, while you're sitting there with your eyes closed. Try to focus on my words, but if your mind wanders, don't worry about it. Just bring it back as soon as you can. The moment you realize that your mind has wandered, catch yourself thinking and bring it right back to my words. Don't tell yourself off. Don't get upset about it. Just take a moment to bring it back as soon as you can. So the subconscious mind, think of the mind as being in two parts. So inside your head, if you will, imagine having the upper part as your conscious mind. And this is the part that works with you all day long. This is the part that recognizes when it's day and night. This is the part that can see, the part that can hear. This is the part that takes the opportunity to taste. So it's your conscious being. The subconscious mind works in the background. Now, the interesting thing, it's estimated that your conscious mind is only about 10% of your activities. The other 90% of what you do is run by your subconscious mind. So a really good example of that is the automatic processing. I'm talking about your subconscious mind being responsible for handling a vast amount of information and tasks, but it doesn't require any conscious effort. So it can control essential bodily functions like your breathing. So when you're not thinking about your breathing like we are right now in these exercises, you're breathing. You just breathe. And that's taken care of by your automatic processing, which is managed by your subconscious mind. Think about your heartbeat. When you go to bed tonight, just lay there and imagine your heart pumping away. You don't have to focus on it. You don't have to do anything about it. It just does it for you. Another good example is digestion. So there's so many things that your body does you don't have to think about. You cut yourself and the skin repairs itself. There are so many things. But of course, it becomes really important, especially in the work that we're doing here, when we come to habit formation. So the subconscious mind is instrumental in performing habits and routines. Now, if you don't do this work, if you don't pay attention, if you don't catch yourself thinking, then there will be lots of examples of when you just do stuff because that's what you do. It's a thought pattern that you've learned and you just do it. Like when you clean your teeth. I remember once a dentist told me not to put water in my mouth. Just use your toothpaste, spit it out. Don't put water in your mouth because you're diluting it. And oh boy, that's the hardest thing ever because I'm so accustomed to sticking my brush under the tap, getting it wet, cleaning my teeth for a bit. And then I stick it under the tap again, get it wet and put it back in my mouth. And to stop doing that was very, very difficult. Another good example is driving. Maybe you drive to work regularly, just an example. And there may be times when you've driven to work and you haven't even paid attention to the journey, but next thing you know, you're at work. This is the sort of thing that we do. We do all of it unconsciously without paying any attention whatsoever because our subconscious mind can do it for us. So when we repeat these certain actions or thoughts consistently, the subconscious mind reinforces these patterns and automates them. And to use technical language, that saves us cognitive effort, saves us thinking power. Now, another big one is the emotions. Your emotions and your feelings, they often stem from the subconscious mind. And that could be past experiences or beliefs that are stored in the subconscious. Ever got angry and don't even know why? Got upset with someone, you don't even know why? It says, I don't know where that came from. I bet you've had that experience. It's a little disconcerting. It is a little worrying when it happens. We feel like we've lost control. And that's because it's buried down inside our subconscious mind. And even when we're not paying conscious attention, these feelings can crop up on us. So this is how important the subconscious mind is. Okay, let's finish this segment off. I want you to take a nice deep breath in through the nose for 1, 2, 3. Hold on to it for 1, 2, 3. And let it out. Out through the mouth for 1, 2, 3. Okay, when you're ready, open your eyes. Again, I can't see you, so I'm going to ask you to now have a big smile on your face. Just feel what it's like to smile. Just relax and smile. I know that everything right here, right now is perfectly good. So if you are very stressed, if you do have a busy job, or maybe you've got loads of kids, or maybe you've had a tough day, take this moment to think of your own well-being. That's a big part of what mindfulness, meditation, breathwork is all about. Well-being. We're on the planet, if we're lucky, 70, 80 years, and we want to be as well as we possibly can be. This is an opportunity to focus on ourselves But much of the day you've been focused on other people, you've been helping other people, you've been doing your work. It's all outward bound, outward bound, outward bound. Take a moment right here, right now, to bring it inward. This is really important. You, I, everyone that's listening, we all live in two worlds. The outside world and the inside world. And what we're doing right now is the inside work. This is where we get an opportunity to think about ourselves. This is really powerful stuff. I know it seems simple, just breathing, simple, right? But how many times during the day do you take the opportunity to do that? Ideally, you'll be able to do this every day, maybe first thing in the morning, maybe at lunchtime, just a couple of minutes, maybe just in the evening, maybe just before you go to bed. But just take a moment to be conscious and to be really present in this moment. Now, if this does interest you, I do have a program. It's not a big sales pitch, I promise you, but I do have a program that can help you with this. So if this is something you enjoy and something you would like to learn more about, and you certainly like to do it day in and day out, feel free to reach out, go to the website, engagewithsuccess.com, and just let me know, and I'll be happy to hook you up with the program. Okay, let's move on now to mindfulness. So once again, I want you to close your eyes, get comfortable in the chair, straighten your back. Take a moment to breathe in deeply. Start to feel really, really relaxed. Now we're going to use our senses to really focus on different aspects. And this is to really help you be present in the moment. So let's start with sound. I'm going to take my music away. And I want you to right now listen to the sounds around you. Perhaps you can hear other noises around your home. What can you hear around you? Can you hear maybe a television next door? Maybe you can hear people chatting next door. Maybe you're in a flat, an apartment, you can hear people walking above you. Maybe you're near a main road, you can hear the traffic passing you by. I'm going to stop talking for a moment and just listen to the sounds around you. And put all of your attention on one of those sounds. Pick one. It might be the only one. Maybe you can hear birds cooing outside. That's what I can hear right here. And just focus on that sound for a moment. Maybe you can hear the fan off my computer. It just kicked in and it is whirring. Now take a moment to spread your attention beyond the room that you're in. And see what sounds you can hear as far away as possible. Go for the furthest sound possible. Maybe you can hear a plane flying overhead. Maybe you can hear the gentle hum of a motorway in the background. And now bring your attention into your room and see what's the closest sound you can hear. It may well be your own breathing. Maybe you're watching a laptop like me and you can hear the fan on there. Okay, we've gone from listening. Now let's go to smell. See if you can smell anything. This is my weakest. I'm terrible at this one. My wife has a very sensitive sense of smell. She can smell anything, everything. So right now, right here, I would tell you in my room, I can't smell anything. I'm taking a nice deep breath, trying to find out if I can find anything, pick anything up. I did put aftershave on this morning, but I can't sense it right now. Maybe you can pick up on your perfume. Maybe you've been around a smoker today. Maybe you're the smoker. What can you smell? Maybe someone's cooking while you're doing this. Maybe the dinner's on and you can smell it. What have you got? Shepherd's pie, a slow cook, something in the oven, curry. Fish is a good one. You'll always smell the fish. Maybe frying some chips. What can you smell? I just put my nose into my armpit and then I can smell my not aftershave, my deodorant. It's the only way that I could find a smell. Now let's go to our sense of taste. What can you taste in your mouth? Can you taste your dinner? Have you just eaten? Can you taste dinner? Can you taste your lunch? Maybe you had a packet of crisps. You can taste the cheese and onion, the salt and vinegar. Maybe you had some gum before you came in. You can really still taste the spearmint. Maybe you can't work out what the taste is, but you can taste something. You're not sure what that is. Now, this is a good one to do when you have got sweeties around. If you like your chocolate, take a moment to pop a chocolate in your mouth and really pay attention to the taste of your chocolate. Or maybe you like those chewy. That's my favorite for me, not chocolate. A favorite for me is chewy sweets. You know, like jelly things, or I forget what they call them all, but it's like a really sticky, chewy thing. And especially if it's got sherbet on it. Oh, that's my favorite. Close your eyes whilst you're eating something of this nature and just pay attention to all the different tastes coming through. I'm going to share this with you. Talking about those sweeties has made my taste buds go crazy. I am salivating like crazy. Now, that will be my subconscious mind paying attention to all the things I'm talking about and giving me the opportunity to react. Isn't that incredible? Definitely, I'm salivating heavily in the mouth. Now, let's go to our sense of touch. And the easiest way to do this right here, right now, is just to keep your hands on your legs, but pay attention to what's at the edge of your fingertips. It might be your trousers or jeans, a skirt. Maybe you're wearing shorts, you just come back from the gym or a run, and you can feel your legs. It doesn't matter what you can feel. Feel it. Keep your eyes closed and just pay attention to the fabric, to the texture of whatever it is you can feel. Is it silky? Is it cottony? Is it soft? Is it harsh? Can you feel the fabric, the way it's woven? Can you feel the hairs on your legs? Just pay attention to what you can feel. See if you can find the temperature of what you're feeling. Has the fabric got a temperature? If it's your legs, it's very likely to have a temperature. And again, you can do this anytime. So you could be in a staff meeting getting wound up or agitated by somebody and what they're saying doesn't make sense to you, whatever it may be. You can take a moment with your eyes open to start paying attention to what you can feel. Just put your hands onto your legs. Just pay attention to the fabric of your garments. Or if you don't want to do that, you could put your two hands together and just rub the fingertips, left hand against right hand, and feel all the digits rubbing against each other. And feel the little crinkles in the skin. Maybe even take one hand all the way down to the palm and then swap them over and bring the other hand all the way down to the palm. Just feel it. Feel the sensations. Feel how soft that is. In fact, it may even be a little ticklish. And whilst we calm down like this, we're sitting here and we're breathing, we're paying attention to other things. This is a great opportunity to pay attention to our beliefs, our values. It's a great way to identify some of our thoughts and our behaviors. It's an excellent opportunity for problem solving. So the subconscious mind continues to process information and work on problems even when we're not consciously thinking about them. Sleep is a great example. Ever woken up and thought, oh, I've worked it out. I know what I'm going to do. Oh, I've had a brilliant idea. And this can happen during sleep. And in fact, I would say that sleep is probably one of the tools that fits perfectly into this little pocket. So we've got breath work, mindfulness, meditation, and the big daddy or the big mama, you decide what you want to call it. But the big one here is sleep, because you're doing that for 6, 7, 8 hours a night. And that gives you an opportunity to reset. When we get to the meditation, I'll talk about sleep in a little more detail, but you can use sleep very powerfully to get results in your life, to help you problem solve, for sure. That's a great one. And obviously we've got dreams, but I'll talk about that when we get to mindfulness. So one more technique to cover on the mindfulness. And that will be using our eyes. So we've talked about smell, touch, taste, and we started with listening with what we can hear. Now that you've got your eyes open, I want you to take a moment just to look across the room, whether it's straight in front of you or you want to find something to your left or right. Find something that you can look at intently. Now, it doesn't have to be something beautiful to look at, because we're going to go right down and look at the detail. So, for example, if it's a painting in front of you, don't necessarily look at the painting, but look at the frame, so you can pay attention to it, especially if it's ornate. And if it's not, let's say it's just black or silver or gold, is it one solid color, or does it have different shades in it? Is it a different shape? It's likely to be carved. Is it highly reflective? Can you see the light reflecting from it? So just pay attention to something of that nature. If you're in the bedroom, maybe the headboard is a good one. Have a look at your headboard and pay deep attention to that. And again, think of using your eyes in the way it did all the other senses. So even though you're looking at something, try to imagine what it might feel like, even though you're using your eyes. So is it soft? Is it sharp? Is it bumpy? Is it lumpy? Do you imagine it would be warm or cold? How would it feel if you were to rub your fingers across it? Just imagine that with your eyes open. Look intently. Again, this is something we can do even when we meet people. You can pay attention to their eyes. So if you meet somebody, it doesn't have to be somebody new, it could be a partner. Pay more attention to them tonight after this session than you've ever done before. Look deeply into their eyes, or pay attention to their skin. Maybe you can see freckles that you never noticed before, little marks that you've not noticed before, maybe a little wrinkle, a little line there that you've not seen before, maybe even in their forehead. And this is what mindfulness can do. It's a matter of picking a sense and taking a deep dive. And if it's not visual, just smell your partner or touch your partner and really pay attention to the way he or she feels. A lot of benefits from this. Okay, so that was the mindfulness segment. I'm going to move now on to our meditation. I'm doing great tonight. I've got a little more time than usual, which is what I wanted. So we can take a deep, deep dive on this meditation. Now, you will often read, if you like to do any homework, if you like to do any research afterwards, you'll hear about mindful meditation. And that's because all of this comes together. All of it works in the same way. Now, during the meditation, it is very likely that your mind's going to wander. Don't worry about that. Don't panic. Don't get upset. Don't get nervous. Don't get anxious. The moment you realize that your mind's wandered and you're thinking about dinner, or you're thinking about something that happened today, or thinking about somebody you're going to see tomorrow, then just bring your attention back to the right here, the right now, as soon as you can. Certainly don't berate yourself. Certainly don't go, I failed again. No, you haven't. And this is a skill. This is a practice. That's what it's called. The art of mindfulness, the art of meditation. It's a practice, and you do it time and time and time again. And the more you do it, the better you're likely to become. But it takes time. So if this is your first time doing any of this, congratulations. Just work on it. Join me next Monday, and the following Monday, and the following Monday. Or if you want to do this every day, go to engagewithsuccess.com and click on the YouTube channel, and you can watch some of the past podcasts that I call them podcasts, so I should really call it a broadcast for YouTube. But I do take the audio and I put it onto a podcast as well. So if you want to use it while you're maybe not driving, but certainly if you just want to pop in your earbuds and use it while you're in the office, and maybe while you're on a train, you don't have to see it. You can listen to it. You can participate with it. That's the beauty of all of this. Okay, so let's get into the meditative state. Let's close our eyes. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. If you've been sat for a while and you're thinking, oh, I start awake, just take a moment before we get into this. Just maybe stand up, shake it off, shake your shoulders, get comfortable. Get really comfortable. We're going to take about 20 minutes on this meditation. Okay. I'm going to start with what's known as a body scan. And then after the body scan, we're going to go on a journey around the planet. And then after that, we're going to go to a place that's really comforting, relaxing, and special to you. And to do all of this, we're going to be using our imagination. So with your eyes closed, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Imagine now about 4, 5, 6 inches in front of you, a tiny little ball about the size of somewhere between a ping pong ball and a tennis ball. It's rotating, it's spinning around, and it's like a miniature sun. As it spins around, you can feel the rays of sunlight coming off of it and warming your face. Feel that light just coming down on your face, your own miniature sunshine. Now that light is very restful, very relaxing. You know, if you're sunbathing, you're just laying out there in the sun and it makes you feel really rested and relaxed. I know we're all different. Certainly it's true for me. If you can imagine right now you're by the pool, the sun is shining and you can feel it on your face. Does that make you feel restful, relaxed, almost like you're on holiday? Now imagine that light that's coming down onto your face, focus for a moment just above the eyes and feel that light building up and building up now over the eyes, like 2 little pools of light over your left and right eye. Now allow that light to penetrate the eyelids and encapsulate your eyes. Imagine that light going all the way around your eyes and helping them to rest, relax, rejuvenate, refresh. If you've been at a computer all day long and your eyes are tired, been driving all day long and your eyes are tired, take this moment right now to feel them relax but rejuvenate, refresh. Now imagine that light making its way up to the bridge of the nose, staying over the eye still, but moving up to the bridge of the nose, and now continuing its journey all the way up to the forehead. Imagine that light now spreading out to the left and the right across your forehead. And imagine it massaging. Very restful, very relaxing. Massaging your forehead. That feels good. That feels really good. Now continue that journey. The light still on the eyes and the bridge of the nose, on your forehead, but now continuing its journey and making its way onto the top of your head, your scalp. And feel that light massaging your scalp. Just imagine for a moment you're in a hair salon, you're going to get your hair washed. They're shampooing it and they're rubbing their fingers through your hair. Oh, it feels good. That is so restful, so relaxing. Continuing your journey, taking that light now up over the top of the head. Bring it down across the back of the head towards the back of the neck. And if you have got tension in the back of your neck, just lean your head to the left and the right gently and allow some of that negative energy to be released. Roll your head around gently. Front, side, back, side, side, front, side, back. Just roll it around gently. Now bring that energy from the back of the neck around to the front of the neck. And I want you to imagine it coming down through your shoulders. We're going to start with the right hand side, right shoulder. Bring that light now into the right shoulder, into the upper part of the arms. And imagine the light just on the outside, spinning around on the outside over the biceps, the triceps, but also going inside the skin, penetrating the skin, up in the muscles to really rest and relax. Down through the arm into the elbow. If you have aches and pains in the elbow, allow those to be released right now. And continuing that journey down from the elbow over the forearm into the wrist. From the wrist now into the palm of the hand, coming across the palm. And now I want you to imagine 5 beams of light coming out your right hand through the thumb, index finger, middle finger, third and fourth fingers. So your right arm now lit up, energized. Let's go to the left shoulder, bringing that light down now over the left arm, over the biceps, the triceps, into the elbow. Feel the light spinning around the elbow. If you've got aches or pains there, allow them to be released. Now taking that energy down through the forearm, into the wrist. Allow the light to spin around that wrist. Removing any aches or pains that you may have had, releasing them. And then finally bringing that energy into the palm of the hand and out through the thumb, index finger, middle finger, wedding finger, and finally the little finger. 5 beams of light out of the left and right hand. Whew, that's resting. That's so restful. I can almost feel myself nodding off. Now, if you do that, don't worry. As soon as you pick up on it, try to bring your attention back. Let's take the energy now down over the torso, over the top from the neck, down over the chest area, onto the rib cage. Imagine the light now, that beautiful golden white light, also penetrating, going inside the rib cage, loving your heart, filling your lungs, relaxing, rejuvenating, refreshing, replenishing, making you feel really good. Taking the energy now down onto the belly. Feel that light, that energy going into the lungs, onto the diaphragm. Think of your liver, your kidney, all being loved, cared for, rested, relaxed. And then bring the energy down to your hip area and imagine the light revolving around your hips. Round and round it goes. Now, very important part, and we're going to take the energy back to the back of the neck. And now we're going to come down through the spine. Vertebra by vertebra, one by one. Imagine each and every bone in your spine being massaged. As the energy comes down, you've been on your feet or sitting down all day. Your spine likely to have dehydrated, compressed. See if you can just allow it to relax, decompress the spine. Allow the energy into each and every one of the cushions between the bones. Almost like coming down a ladder, vertebra by vertebra. About halfway now. Continuing that journey. About 3/4 of the way right now. And finally, at the tail end of that spine, have that energy, join the energy whizzing around your hips, and just allow it to go round and round and round, soothing, relaxing, invigorating. Now we're going to take it down into the buttocks. Let's start with the right buttock. From that right buttock, we're going to take the energy, this white light or golden light, you decide which color it is. It's soothing, it's loving. Bring it into the big muscles at the top of the leg. Feel it going around your leg, around your leg, around your leg as it makes its way down to the knee. If you've got any aches or pains in the knees, just imagine that as the light penetrates the knee, the muscles, the kneecap, imagine those aches and pains being relinquished. Just allow them to disappear. Allow them to go back to the ether. Continue your journey now beyond the knee, going down through the leg, over the calves, the shins, into the ankle on the right leg only, into the shins, into the ankle. Take the energy around the ankle. Maybe you've got some aches or pains there. Allow them to be released. Into the ball of the foot now, coming through over the arch of the foot. And now 5 beams of light coming out through the toes. Big toe, second, third, fourth, and fifth toe. Right foot is lit up, illuminated, filled with energy. 5 beams of light, like laser beams coming out of that right foot. Let's do the same now. Left buttock, bringing that energy down over the big muscles and the top of the leg, down towards the knee. Around and around the light goes, resting, relaxing, rejuvenating. Into the knee now, spinning the light round the knee. And imagine if you do have aches or pains, clicks, anything of that nature, imagine everything being healed right now. All the pain dissipating, disappearing. And now continuing our journey, taking that light down that left leg, into the knee. From that knee down through the left shins and calves, into the ankle. See the light spinning around the ankle. Now from the ankle into the ball of the foot. Bring it forward into the arch of the foot, into the flat of the foot. And now see those beams of light in your mind's eye coming out of the big toe, the second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. 10 beams of light out of the left and right foot. Now your entire body is submerged in this beautiful, gorgeous, relaxing light. You feel amazing. Now, once you've got this energy here, I want you to feel your entire body resting. Imagine being completely and utterly connected now with your subconscious mind, and you're allowing it to just rest and relax. And for a moment, really feel good. Feel good about the way you feel right now. Feel the relaxation in your body. Feel the joy in your body. Feel the calmness in your body. Allowing all of the other things to dissipate. Negativity, tiredness, tension, all dissipating. You're focused on the goodness. Now I want you to take that energy from the toes, bring it back into the toes. Let's go to the left foot first, in through the toes, back into the flat of the foot, the ball of the foot, up into the ankle. Bringing that light now up through the lower part of the leg into the knee, now up through the upper part of the left leg, into the ball joint, and then finally into the buttock. Back down to the right foot, bringing the light in through the toes. Bringing that light now into the flat of the foot, over the arch of the foot, the ball of the foot, up into the ankle. From the ankle now, bring it up beyond the shins, the calves into the knee. From the knee, bring it up into the right buttock. You can still feel the energy in your legs, even though it's moved on and it's returning now to its source. Bringing that energy up from the buttocks now into the hips. See it in your mind's eye, spinning around the hips. From the hips, let's make our way up now the spine, gently up through the spine, starting at the bottom, almost like climbing a ladder this time, slowly making our way up that ladder, vertebra by vertebra by vertebra, feeling good, feeling rested, feeling relaxed. If you need to stretch your spine, just sit up straight for a moment and then get comfortable once again. Now bring the energy up from the front of the body, from the lower part of that belly, bring it up over the stomach. Feel the energy now coming away from the abdomen, up into the chest area, taking that light away from the kidney, the liver, up onto the lungs, up over the rib cage, away from the heart, bring it all back up now into your shoulders. Let's bring the light up through the hands, from the left hand up through the 5 fingers into the palm, into the wrist, drawing it up through the forearm into the elbow, from the elbow up through the forearm, the top part of the arm, the biceps, the triceps into the shoulder. Same with the right hand, drawing that light back in now through the fingers, into the palm, into the wrist, through now to the elbow, from the elbow up through the upper part of the arm into the shoulders, and now bringing that energy up to the neck, up over the back of the head, onto the scalp, from the scalp onto the forehead, from the forehead onto the bridge of the nose, and finally just feel those 2 pools of light sitting over your eyes, the left and the right eye. And remember, there's a ball of sunshine at the size of a ping pong or a tennis ball, rotating just in front of your eyes, 4, 5, 6 inches away. Now take that energy, think of that energy just for a moment. And when you go to bed tonight, I want you to do the body scan. Lay in bed, feel the energy cover your entire body, head to toe. And as you go to bed, I want you to feel in your body how you would feel if you were living life on your terms. You might want to be richer. You might want to be wealthier. You might want more abundance in your life. You might want more love in your life, more friendship. When you've filled the body with that energy, I want you to just take the moment to feel how you would feel if you were living the life that you want. Life on your terms. Very powerful tool. And feel it. Don't just think it. Feel it in your body. Now, let's just mention dreams before we end this segment of My Mind Matters. Dreams are a reflection of the subconscious mind processing information and emotions during your sleep. The great thing about these dreams is that they really can provide insights in our thoughts. They might provide you insights with your fears, maybe your desires. And a little earlier I talked about ideas come to you, and you wake up in the morning, oh my goodness, I know how to do it. I fixed this. I've got a great idea. Or it might be an unresolved issue. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk to them today, or I'm going to send them an email. I'm going to reach out to somebody. And this can all happen during sleep. So think of sleep as an extension, a natural extension of the breath work, into the mindfulness, into the meditation. Think of these as being tools that you can do whilst you're awake. These are conscious breathing, conscious mind tools. And then sleep is the big daddy, the big mama, call it what you will, that allows you to let the subconscious mind take over. But if you can get into a great state before you go to sleep, if you can get restful, relaxed, if you can focus on the things that you would like in your life, if you can focus more importantly on how you would feel when you've got them, I bet you get some great results. In fact, feel free to reach out to me and let me know. That's Paul, or info@engagewithsuccess.com. Okay, when you're ready, take a nice deep breath and then open your eyes as we bring this evening session to an end. Now, I hope that's been useful for you. If you've been stressed out, there's a very good chance you're feeling rested and relaxed right now. Don't forget, this is something that we do week after week after week after week. So you've got the opportunity to tune in every Monday at 7 o'clock. If it is your first time here and perhaps you'd like to learn more, then feel free to go to engagewithsuccess.com, click on the resources button. You'll find there's newsletters there, there's the podcast there. I've got all sorts of resources, books, other teachers, even some other podcasts on there that I think are really, really beneficial and useful. So think of Engage with Success as a great resource and use it, tap into it. And if you found this useful, try to do a little bit of it every day, day in and day out. Make it a habit, even if it's just some breathing in the morning. In fact, there's a nice way to do this would be maybe a little bit of, let's say, mindfulness first thing in the morning. And then at work, if you do work, the breathing might be a good one because it's not too obvious. And then when you get home in the evening, before dinner, after dinner, or before you go to bed, maybe take a moment just to do some meditation. Many people like to do meditation first thing in the morning, which can work really, really well because it can set you up for the day. And of course, you're at home, nobody needs to see you. You could be in bed, in the bedroom. Again, I recommend a chair better than a bed. Take a moment to sit down, really rest, relax, clear your mind, focus on what you want the day to be like. Then you could use breathing at lunch and mindfulness in the evening. Okay. I'm going to sign off right now. Thank you for your company. If you would like to learn more, go to engagewithsuccess.com. If you'd like me to come and talk to a group, I offer a 45-minute presentation free of charge. And I'll be happy to share that. I can do that online or I can do that in person. And I'm quite happy to travel all around the country to do that. Thank you for your time. And I look forward to seeing you on our next live session.